Yo, what's up everybody? Unpunk coming at you with another Fire Emblem 3 Houses video here today. So what we're going through is the 1.10 version update in DLC 3 and what all comes with it. So you'll see on screen there are a few different things that are going to pop up. There's new save files, you can get new appearances, you can have a new character in the Crimson Flower path, which is going to be spoilers, Jaritza. You can also get Anna from Chapter 3 onward. There's new quests, battalions, outfits, paralogs, and other activities that have been added, including the Sauna is finally here. Lots of great stuff in this video, so make sure to stay tuned so you can see how all of it works here. When you come into a new game or a previous save, you'll get some prompts now, just like with every other DLC, explaining what kind of has happened and what's going on. We're first going to go through the kind of attire changes and what happened with the new, basically the clothes you can equip, or unit appearance is the term I was looking for there. You can go through, obviously you have your War Academy, and then you have your loungewear from the previous DLCs if you have those already, but there are a few new options in here as well. There's servant's attire, which is different by gender, but each character's looks all the same as the classic one, and then the custom one will be a different color scale depending on which character is wearing it. Summer wear is the same across all characters with the exclusion to genders, and then the same with evening wear. There's a male and female variants of both of those, but now you can change your in battle character unit appearance depending on what you want it to be. So if you want it to be the same as the monastery, or if you want it to be the same as the class that you have equipped, those are two different options you now have, which I think are really cool to have. So that way you can have them look one way when you're walking around the monastery hanging out, but then when you're in battle they can look their super badass self, which is always nice to have. And as you see, that servant's attire will change and have different color scale depending on characters. So, for example, we have Claude's here, and he has the golden kind of color instead of the red stripes that your main Byleth will have. So, cool little quality of life improvements that they've been adding on to the game with this update. Some more things they added in here is new quests for Jaritza and Anna, which are available via the bulletin board, which is really nice, as well as both of those characters being playable. We'll show off a lot of Jaritza footage later on and some different things you can do with him and his interaction with Mercedes, which is obviously his sister if you didn't know, but I'm sure you guys know that, so I won't go too much into that. But with Anna, you can come over and recruit her now as soon as Chapter 3. So I'm obviously in the final chapter of the game, or late game here in this playthrough. So you can go over and we'll listen to what she has to say.
Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me. Welcome! Come back soon. Seems like the war once the dust... Hey, Professor. Fancy meeting you here. I've got a business, I've got something I want to chat with you about. I know you're busy with a lot of things, but I was wondering if I might be able to join you. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid. What say you? It's a killer deal. Thank you. Now I'll have plenty of time to get to know my clients better. A merchant needs to know the inner workings of everyone they come in contact with. Helps with the making of monies, you know.
So Anna's kind of actually a better voice acted character than she was with her welcome before, that she would just massively spam. So that's nice to have that fact that she's a little less annoying in her voice acting for her regular quotes. She's got a pretty cool character model, which a lot of you have probably already seen, but you can not do very much with her unit appearance, which is fairly disappointing, but maybe they'll adjust that in the future. But since she's kind of a unique new character, she probably just didn't have them as of now. Additionally, she comes as a thief class line. She has some special abilities and combat art. She comes with Soul Blade, Hex Blade, and Grounder by default, which is pretty cool. She starts with a large bullion, which is nice to have. She obviously levels depending on which part or which chapter in the game you are. And her personal skill business priority gives you +5 luck, which is pretty cool, especially for a character like a thief. She has a few different classes she default starts with. She has no unique classes, unfortunately, and she is designed basically to follow the assassin class line from what it looks like. You can also now access the sauna. So the sauna, you can invite someone to join you at the sauna, where you'll both strengthen your bond and improve your physical condition. Relax in the sauna without overheating, and both participants will see improved results in faculty training. There are 2 options that will increase how warm the character are, choosing to stay longer, or you can increase the steam. As they warm up, the gauge will increase. Choose leave to depart the sauna whenever you'd like. It has activity points inside it, which we'll talk about in just a second, but it has this gauge that basically you fill up, and you want to get it as close to the black line as possible. It starts on the left side and moves all the way through the green, and if you can get both people's gauges as full as possible, it's going to give you the best results, the more relaxed they become. Now, if your character gets too warm, they can overheat and get dizzy, which will end the sauna session and will have negative effects for training rather than the positive bonuses that you would expect to get. But if you leave the sauna at the correct time with a full bar, you're going to get the most benefits, which I don't know specifically how that pertains to when they train, but it is an added benefit. As you can see, I'll kind of show you a sauna session here so you guys can see the different options and how it works. After this, I'm going to show you some Zaritza conversations with Mercedes when she's eating, when she's at horses, when they're doing their interactions for a few different things, so that way you guys can see that. So I'll go silent to let you guys enjoy that next little bit, and then we'll be right back with you.
I see your food preferences are the same as they ever were.
You haven't changed at all, either.
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
I almost forgot how to sing. I can take care of this on my own.
Oh, don't say such things. It will be far more enjoyable for us to do this together.
You haven't changed at all. I've no complaints for work this good.
Our results were excellent, and what's more, we had a good time while we were at it.
Additionally, you can finally interact with cats and dogs and give them gifts. You can only give them fish, produce, and meat because that's the only thing they enjoy. They don't like things that are imbued with magic, which would make logical sense because magic's weird. Who wants magic food? Not a cat and not a dog. So as you give them gifts, you can sometimes receive gifts yourself back. I don't know the specifics of if it's going to be certain fish, food, or meat items, produce or meat items, that it's going to give you certain rewards, or that certain animals around the monastery have a certain chance of just dropping those rewards no matter what. But it seems that the more rare seems more likely that you're going to be getting better items. Like I just got a smithing stone from a 1-star fish, but later on here in a second you get some arcane crystals, which are a little bit more rare, and I used a rare item to get it. Dogs seem to be able to eat more before they get full, which makes sense because they're larger animals, and then the cats only seem to be able to have 2 or 3 things before they get full. But as you can see with this dog, I get a multitude of items out of it. Smithing stones, arcane crystals, lots of great stuff. So this is a nice little feature for them to add to give us more ways to interact with our environment and finally get to interact with the animals. It's not petting like we wanted, but it is what it is. Last but not least, we're going to go through the Fighting Alongside Death. It is a new mission, or a little, I guess mission is the correct term, that you can do with Jaritza, which is the Dark Knight, which has his specific Dark Knight class. And then your main character. The only two characters that will be available for this mission are them. You can't equip anyone else. As you can see, Jaritza has lots of combat arts. He's got lots of different skills, including Mastermind he comes with, which was previously only available as the general skill or the special skill for Lysithea, so that is really nice to have. But we're just going to show you off this battle, let you guys enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video and are excited for the rest of the content coming next year for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Let me know what you think of this wave of DLC. I think it was good, but kind of lackluster because there's really not that much overall going on. But again, leave a comment down in the description.
Understood.
Thanks a bunch for checking out the video. And drop a like if you enjoyed. We'll see you soon. Peace.
So weak.
What's my strategy? It's over! Yeah! I must lead them well.
Foolish. Squirm for me! Can't be stopped. Foolish. I desire greater strength. So foolish. So weak. Inconsequential.